What's good, 17s? It's your boy Devon for real here on Wednesday. Let's do another updated Transfer Daily here on Atlanta United Fan TV. So, word out from Miguel Almiron's agent. Let's get right to it. Daniel Campos has come out and said, we're not going to rush things as per Newcastle or any of the other teams that are listed. He said, basically, we have options in England, Italy, Spain, Germany, and beyond. So we're going to do things right. So a lot of you have mentioned in the comments below, where do you think he's going to go? Where do you think Miguel Almiron's going to end up? And this obviously shows us that, he's got options. And I'm going to give you my top five. It's not necessarily in any order, so don't think that, when I say a team at number one, that's where I think he's going to go. But I'm going to list you off 5 teams that I think I could see Miguel Almiron playing for in a potential transfer this January. Let's go with number 5. I'm going to stay in the Premier League. It's not Newcastle, though, so I don't think Mike Ashley's going to spend the money. I don't think he wants to make Miguel Almiron, A, the highest earner at the club, and B, the transfer record for Newcastle. I just don't think he's ready to spend that kind of money. So I do think another Premier League squad could do that, and that's one of my squads in my top 5, and that would be West Ham. I could see him playing for the Irons under Manuel Pellegrini, the Chilean legend. There's that South American link. He could link up with the likes of Jack Wilshere and Marko Arnautovic. West Ham is not a Europa League or a UCL squad in the Premier League, but they are a team that has ambition and also has money. He could live in London, so could West Ham be a possible destination for Miguel Almiron? I don't know. At number 4, I've mentioned it before in other videos. Were he to go to La Liga, I could definitely see him ending up in the green and white of Real Betis. They spent money in recent windows. They're currently, fighting to get into the UCL in La Liga, but they are in the Europa League. They've got players like William Carvalho in the team, as I mentioned in a previous video. So the green and white of Real Betis could be a real player for Miguel Almiron. At number 3, since it was mentioned that Italy is a possible destination, I started to look through the teams and look through the transfer windows. Again, like I said, these aren't in any other window, or these aren't in any order, and a lot of these moves for Miguel would be pending other moves taking place. But one of those teams in Italy that I could see possibly Miguel Almiron being a feature player for would be Roma. Roma has been linked with possibly selling Cengiz Under. They have the likes of Javier Pastore in the squad. They have Daniele De Rossi, obviously the club legend is there. So they play a very free-flowing style. The Serie A league play could fit Miguel's style. He's very fast, so going to that league could suit his style. So, in my top 5, alongside West Ham and Real Betis, at number 3, I say that a possible destination for Miguel Almiron could be Roma. Coming in at number 2, again, like I said, not in any particular order, but a club that just received a huge transfer in the form of Christian Pulisic to Chelsea would be Dortmund. I could see Miguel Almiron featuring in Germany in the Bundesliga, doing really well. That system, that free-flowing system that they have at Dortmund that produces the likes of like Marco Reus and Shinji Kagawa, linking up in that midfield, possibly playing out on the wing, feeding into the strikers that Dortmund has. He could also, run alongside the English legend Jadon Sancho, the young boy. So I think Dortmund could be a decent destination for Almiron as well, were he to want to go to Germany and feature in the Bundesliga. Now, a team that I could really see making a push for Miguel Almiron, and this is going to round out my top 5, would be from Ligue 1 in France. And I believe that once they sell Nabil Fekir, I believe that Olympique Lyonnais will really need a replacement, and that Miguel Almiron could slide into that spot perfectly. Ligue 1 is a perfect style of play for Miguel. His speed, his pace could slide into that starting 11 right off the rip, and he could be an amazing feature player for OL. OL is a UCL squad, always playing in the Champions League, wanting to win Ligue 1, obviously fighting with PSG for those trophies. So, what do you think? That's my, top 5 destinations outside of Newcastle, because again, I don't think Mike Ashley is going to spend the money. I don't think he wants to break his transfer record, and I don't think that he wants to make Miguel Almiron, an unproven South American player with no Premier League experience, the highest earner at the club. So if that doesn't go down, like I said, I see 5 other clubs: West Ham, Real Betis, Roma, Dortmund, and possibly my number 1, Olympique Lyonnais. So those are my 5 clubs that I think. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about mine, whether you think that they're decent or terrible, or just be nice with it. You know, we try to keep it kosher over here. But I'll be checking back in. I want to know your top 5. Leave a comment below, like, share, subscribe. This is Devon with Atlanta United Fan TV Transfer Daily. If anything pops off, I'll check back in. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.